So my name's Siobhan Kearney-Baxter. I'm a social worker in the Targeted Youth Support Team. The reason I wanted to work in the TYS team was because I'd experienced family breakdown myself as a young person, and also the opportunity to work with young offenders because the work's so varied, so working with young offenders as well as families where there's a risk of family breakdown. So I looked on Hertfordshire's website and I was looking at roles. The team I was in previously was working with the whole family, and this was targeted, at working with young people, and I quite enjoyed working with adolescents in my previous role. So I thought it'd be good to sort of specialise a bit more in working with young people.
I have a son with ADHD and emotional behaviour issues. I was considering putting him into residential school because I couldn't cope, the family couldn't cope. And over the last year, TYS have opened up services to me, such as ARC, which gives my son respite and therapy for his emotional needs. They introduced me to Advance, which is a specialised voluntary group.
The family might be saying, that's it, we're not having them home, so they're in crisis because they're refusing to have their child home. So it's about working with them, looking at what support we can put in place to allow that young person to return home, talking to them about the impact if their child was accommodated, it not being the best option. So I think family breakdown has a massive impact on the whole family, and so it's about supporting them as well with the transitions if the young person's returning home, and acknowledging the impact of the young person's behaviour as well on everybody. Say the young person was then back at home, they wouldn't be in crisis as such anymore, but it would be about the intervention then, working with them to stop that from happening again.
They've supported me through school. His behaviour has definitely improved over the last year with all the support I've had. He's in the best place he's been for a long, long time.
I think it's a really detrimental time. Adolescence is really difficult, and I think you could be that one person that can, if you can click and engage with that young person, I think you can sort of help them. Young people can be hard to engage, and we can be creative with ways of to try and engage that young person. So sometimes it might be taking them out for a drink or something to eat, just to get to know them, to get them to build a relationship so they can trust you.
So he made loads of holes in his bedroom wall. It's a loft room, so it's plasterboard. She suggested a little bit of community service for him, that she would come to the house. Obviously I'd provide paint and filler, and she would help him fill the holes and paint them over. And obviously while doing it, she'd obviously talk to him, because when he's distracted, he opens up quite a lot more.
So I think when things are difficult, the team are really, really supportive. We're quite a big team, but everyone's really supportive of one another. I think all the managers are really good in at any point, if you're struggling, you can sort of just walk up. You don't have to wait for your supervision to talk to someone about a difficulty that you're having. We have a range of different professionals, including a drugs and alcohol worker, forensic psychologist. We've also got police officers, so we do a lot of partnership working. Working in a multidisciplinary team is unique to Hertfordshire. Despite the role being challenging at times, it's a great place to work. And we do have fun as a team. Everyone's really supportive, and it's a really good job. Knowing that I've had a positive impact and helped support that young person to make better choices.
I lived in a different borough, and I had no help, no support. I felt like that this was our life, and I felt like he was going to end up in prison, in care. If I was still in that borough, he probably would be in care now. So that ultimately that would be the result of not having these professionals in my life, that my son would be in care and we'd be a broken family.